many different interpretations of the word, just like there are the many different types of leaders around the world. Too many, in fact, to pinpoint one exact perfect definition of leadership. I strongly believe we need more Māori leaders of our generation who are willing to uphold the responsibilities left from our ancestors, which is to ensure the survival of not only our culture, but everything within it. As scary as this may seem, and as much as we hear, ko ngā tamariki, ngā rangatira moa kōpō, it starts now, and it starts with us as the Māori youth of today. Therefore, we need to take off our coats and lead. Leadership encompasses many kaupapa. Firstly, you do not need a title to be a leader. Secondly, as Māori, it is in our blood to lead. And finally, a leader needs followers in order to lead. Our ancestors were powerful leaders. There are powerful leaders among us today. So why can't this leader be you? Some people develop and grow into leaders, while others were born to lead. Some people are well-known popular leaders, such as Leah Mesa and Nanaia Makaka, while others lead in disguise. No matter what, you do not need a title to be a leader. I witness leadership every day, the ones running at the front of a group, but drop back to encourage the rest of their team. The ones who help their younger siblings by being their role models. You do not have to be a well-known rugby player or a member of parliament to be a leader. Take us, the speakers, for instance. We don't have big titles, and you may not know us. But today we're showing leadership by standing on this stage, presenting speeches, getting our messages out to all of you through our voices. It's not about being the best or being amazingly talented, to have a badge or a certificate. Rather, it's your actions that inspire others to dream more and become more. That is what makes you a leader. If you aspire to leadership, take off your coat in the sense that you will not be afraid and you will not back down to your responsibilities. Māori in general are naturally talented. We have the potential to be great leaders as our ancestors before us. They have shown us that it's in our blood to lead. For example, Māori Tiki Ataranga was a unique leader in how he aspired to be different, and he wasn't afraid to challenge things. Māori endeavoured to challenge the norm that everyone else accepted. He slowed the sun when the rest of his people accepted their days were too short. History has shown us that our tikanga were strong, amazing leaders who were able to guide their people. If this doesn't show that leadership is in our blood, then what does? If you aspire to leadership, take off your coat in the sense that you will accept that it's our right and responsibility to become the leaders we need to make our ancestors proud and also prepare us for the future. Take the knowledge we have from our ancestors and the knowledge we have nowadays to become exceptional leaders and the leaders we are all destined to be. Knowledge is power. Power is important. You are powerful. You are important. Leadership requires exemplary behaviour because leaders always have followers. Ko te amorangi ki mua, ko te hāpai o ki muri. The leaders at the front and their followers are behind. In the context of this speech, it is important to understand that both roles are equally essential. They are like yin and yang, for without either one, everything would fail. If you're sitting there thinking you'd confidently prefer to be a follower rather than a leader, listen closely. You may not realise this, but followers become a version of their leader because followers emulate those around them. They show people how to follow. You can say they are literally the spark that makes the fire. One opportunity great leaders take on board is the opportunity to serve. Serving others, as in your school or your community, shows people that you understand the true meaning of leadership. So if you aspire to leadership, take off your coat in the sense that you embrace your followers as equals and become one with them. All leaders started at the bottom and worked their way up through hard work and perseverance, but also through the unconditional support from the people behind them. Just as leaders need their followers, we as Māori need each other because we walk as one. The inevitable evolution of our world continues. In order for our culture to survive, we must evolve with the world, and this starts with leadership. Leaders who are willing to say, I will do it, I can do it, and I must do it. By understanding my 3 points, that you do not need a title to be a leader. As Māori, it is in our blood to lead. and a leader needs followers in order to lead. I believe wholeheartedly that we as Māori have the potential, the ability and the strength to become the leaders we need for our future and to uphold the responsibility left from our ancestors. It does start now, and it starts with you and me as Ngā Rangatira Moakoko. So again, I will ask you, why can't this leader be you?